Hello, comrades, and welcome to Season 1, Episode 14 of Loco Dome. This is a 200,000 tractive effort bracket, the first one, but likely not the last one. I've actually been enjoying this game immensely. I'm your host, Elvis, otherwise known as the Admiral, and someday I might even get to participate instead of hosting. There's no technical advisor with us here tonight, but we do have two wonderful contestants. And I will introduce them in just a second, but first I need to cover where we are in the bracket. We are right here, match number 19, so yeah, we're doing these out of order, but such is life. Match number 19 between East and Mopac. The losers bracket currently looks like this.
You want to know?
What?
I just had someone send me Obama bin Laden's trending on Twitter.
Okay.
I just want to point that out for Mopac for the earlier jokes.
Okay. The losers bracket looks like this, and it's important because the loser of this match will, of course, not be removed from the game. They will descend to the losers bracket. They'll come right here to match number 21, where if they win against the winner of the losers bracket, they will then face the winner of this competition a second time. If the winner of this match wins a second time in a row, that's it. That's the end of the bracket. They win, they get the free pack of trading cards, etc. If the winner of this match loses that match, assuming it's the two of you that square off again, so let's say East wins, Mopac goes down to the losers bracket, comes back, plays East again in match number 22, and then Mopac wins. There will be a follow-up match, a rematch between the two of them, because a double elimination bracket means you have to lose twice to get knocked out. So it'll come down to effectively a tiebreaker match, with both of you having had one loss. But that assumes that whoever wins this match, that assumes whoever loses this match survives match 21, versus, at this time, either, well, based on what you guys know, either Horizon, Bryson, Bender, AJ, Fort, Milky, Brian, or Kaiserin. The loser of this match will face off against one of those people, and the winner of that will face the winner of this match in the final.
If Mopac and I do somehow get to the final together, and the opposite person loses, so we're tied, I think it would be really funny to have the deciding match be done by like a super lightweight.
No, it's gonna be the same rosters, but
for the third time today.
It will be the same rosters for the third time. We will have a very effective sort of picture of how different the games can be, in theory. So anyway, with that in mind, let me introduce these two rosters. The first being East's roster. Everyone, both of you guys have appeared in previous matches, of course, to get to this point, so I'll not take too long. East has a 4.66 double under, the Boston and Albany, a 4.64 C62 from the JNR, a 2.80 S160, which I don't know what railroad it's labeled for in this case. Oh, well, I see USA, so USATC. The Polar Express, and of course the NG15, NG17, the greatest locomotive in the world. So, a diverse lineup was termed the metal lineup at the beginning. You named it Four Foamers when you submitted it. It would have been funnier if you had just sort of taken one locomotive from each person. The Four Foamers.
I mean, that's kind of what we did.
Well, didn't you assemble this lineup before you brought Matt back in? See,
yes,
now
but
you have five people again.
Matt had joined before the locomotive deadline, so if he wanted to say something, he could have.
Right, okay, but I feel like that's not my point.
I mean, also, Matt is the only other four foamer which is competing, so, like,
Yeah, that's true. You would have just had a random 113 in your lineup, which is perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
well, he would have said do 113, and I would have just like chosen C like D51 113 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, exactly. I kind of do want to see what the four foamers lineup with one locomotive representing each of you would look like, or four foamers and a reclusive
We've
cat person.
actually calculated that it would be an SL in LA, Salt Lake and LA or whatever. I think it was a mountain.
Of
It would
course.
be C62 2.
Mm-hmm.
Cookie NG. Actually, it wouldn't be C. It would be the FEC 822. It would be a cookie. CNJ 113 and then NG 17.
Okay.
15. NG 15 17.
And that fits in under 200k,
Um,
or was that just your nominations from each of you?
that was just the if I think it fits under 200K because both Cookie and the NG15 are extremely light.
Yeah, it sounds like it
Uh,
would. I'm just curious.
it and CNJ 113 is also pretty light, so it probably would have been able to fit.
Anyway, Mopac, your roster is called Missouri Specific. That's right.
It is indeed.
And you have all Mopac engines,
All Mopac
starting
and
with
Slim Shady.
the N75 2102. The what is the abbreviation for 6000?
It's under Mopac. It would be a P73, but this was kind of its own separate thing, so it was just called 6000.
Okay, that's why I didn't have the thing. Then you have the C63, right?
Yeah.
That is the most of a, or sorry, 1/6 of a consolidation that remains. You have this,
It's the C62 plus one.
yeah, you have this nice looking Atlantic, which I feel like should be squared off against the Atlantic in yesterday's match, and finally Slim's 635. Those are the rosters. It's time for me to flip a coin. East, your mic is still sort of scratchy.
Yeah, no, that's my fault. I'm grabbing some water, but I have to like take medicine with it, and I like completely forgot to do it before we started recording.
Awesome. Well, you've got a minute because
Um,
the coin has come up
yeah.
tails. Mopac, what locomotive do you want to start with?
Come on. No.
Did we lose?
No, you did lose me. I'm still here. Let's. I hate picking first. Yeah,
It's a big
let's
ask.
throw out. Let's throw out 6000.
6,000. I think this is the first time you've started with 6,000. It's going to be very interesting. East, what do you want to respond to 6,000 with? East, you there? Is he grabbing medicine?
Might be. This gives me time to pull up all my loco base pages because they mysteriously disappeared.
I think Chrome closed a bunch of Tollprint tabs on me too.
Yeah.
I was looking for things earlier. Well, East is dead, so that just means
Already?
I'll have to take over. That would go
Like
poorly.
actually, or
No, 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 of course not.
it'd
I'm
be
sure he'll
funny.
be back momentarily. But very Pacific 6,000. I've wanted to see more of this engine. I feel like you use it very seldom. It's sort of like a backup main engine. It's just an interesting example. It's an unusual locomotive.
All right, medicine
I had to
achieved.
run away.
Excellent. Mopac picked
Okay.
6,000 to start with. What do you want to respond with?
6,000. That is the Pacific.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, who gets to go first? Me or
Mopac does. Mopac won the coin
Mopac?
toss, so he picked first, and you're picking
Again.
to respond.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and respond with. Give me the
Cease and desist.
the USATC boy.
Okay, the USATC S160. Mopac,
Alright.
what is your first stat call?
My first stat call against this bad boy is going to be Loco Base ID.
Loco base ID.
All right, 433.
152.
152.
Nice.
I usually wouldn't gamble on Loco base ID right off the bat, but that works.
I'm
Uh, the spreadsheet has got a couple of updates since you guys last played, notably this counter, which counts down the number of stat calls until more markers are on the board. Now you
Yippee.
that's
never have to do
helpful.
math, except for where the game calls for doing math. Mopac, what is your second stat call?
My second stat call is going to be driver wheelbase.
Driver wheelbase.
Driver wheelbase. 15.5.
14.33.
All right, 2-0.
All right.
Mopac.
Engine wheelbase.
Engine wheelbase. 23.25.
Oh wow, that's really short. 36.58.
Wow.
Yeah, well, most of it is that set of driving wheels you just asked about. 1 to
Yeah.
2 east, you are calling. The script is
Uh,
taking a second.
okay, minimum weight of rail.
106 pounds.
Oh, jeez. 58.
58
EV.
pounds. 2 and 2 east.
Uh, I don't know. Mentally, my brain, I guess because it's the first photo, thought I was calling with the BNA thing, so I was about to do tender loaded weight. And I'm like, why does this thing have a tender loaded weight stat? Shouldn't it be 0? Um, that aside, number built.
Number built.
Oh no, 1.
Oof. 2100.
All right, east has found
No,
the prototype in the most dramatic way possible. 3-2 east.
oh. Number in class.
Also 1.
2100.
All right,
There really should have
4
been
to
more.
2.
All right. That's the wrong photo. So you have. Okay. Um, year
Year built.
1925.
1943.
Oh wow.
All right. It's funny how Spartan these things are, despite the fact that they're 1943. I mean, it makes tons of sense, obviously, because they're war engines. But, it looks like something that could have been built in 1911. East?
Alice Melio's weight computation.
All right.
Ah, you're gonna make me do math.
Now,
To the
I
sheet.
warned you.
Royale
Well,
tools.
to this day, refuse to do math.
Either Rail tools or on a calculator in front of you, or you
Done.
can download the stat sheet calculator from our website at theironhorseman.com, where you can also buy trading cards and play this game with friends. All right, so that's 0.87 for somebody.
For me.
Okay, East has 0.87. Mopac, what do you have?
0.61.
0.61. Okay,
That's a lot
0.87
better than I
wins
thought it was
by
gonna be for this.
quite a margin.
I feel like if a Pacific had 0.87, that would be a very good Pacific.
Or a very bad Pacific. They're not
Very
supposed to
bad
have
Pacific.
0.87. All right, 6-2 East.
I mean, if most of your weight's on your drivers, that would be a good thing.
It would, but then you're probably going to derail your non-driving axles a lot because there's no weight on them.
Oh,
Oops, I'll wait
true.
on drivers.
Yeah, oops. Um, engine weight.
Engine weight.
Engine weight, 311,000 pounds.
East.
Engine weight 161,000.
161. 7-2.
Weight
East.
on drivers
191,000 pounds.
140,000 pounds.
8-2 East.
Overall wheelbase
Overall wheelbase, 76.17.
51.67. Ratio of driving wheelbase to overall engine wheelbase
0.39.
0.67.
Very good. 10-2.
Let me see what stats have yet to be called. Oop, that's the wrong stat page. Tender loaded weight.
Tender loaded weight, that would be... Oh yeah, 234,000 pounds.
115,000 pounds. Total engine and tender weight.
Total engine. 545,000 pounds.
276,000 pounds.
12-2.
Hmm. Valve gear.
Wall shirts.
Wally.
Okay,
Oh, no.
Mopac, would you like to switch locomotives to attempt to break the tie?
You know, I think I actually will.
2?
The C63.
The C63, the engine in the sun. What valve gear does this locomotive have?
It has Baker.
Baker, okay, against Wally, right? East?
Yep.
Alright.
Which is the C63? The one in the wall?
Yeah, the one on the wall. The
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one
Yeah.
on the wall or the one in the sun, because the photo's really blown out. It's the consolidation.
Yeah.
I guess that either way, it still has Wally.
Yeah. 3-12. Mopac, you are now calling.
This is going to be interesting. Let's go with... These are like the exact same.
They're both consolidations. I'm interesting to see how this shakes out.
Yeah. Let's go... What do we got here? Yeah. You know, let's go driver diameter.
Driver diameter.
Driver diameter. 57.
63.
63.
Ooh.
4-12. I'm trying to
Let's
chess
do-
engine this thing, 1200 IQ play this thing, and think about where this is going or where it could have gone if Mopac had picked a different engine and then just sort of rode the tie. I don't know. It's an interesting butterfly. What's your next stat call?
I believe high pressure cylinders.
High pressure cylinder.
High pressure cylinders. 19 by 26.
24 by 30.
Holy.
There's some big cylinders. 5-12.
Big old bongos.
Conga
Dude.
Conga Bongo, I don't want to be with Dharma Congo.
Oh no.
Let's do tractive effort.
Tractive effort.
31,493.
41,966.
Holy crap.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow.
I was not sure which one of these is bigger, but I suppose this thing being on British track should have given something away. 6-12, Mopac.
My strategy at this point is it's British.
Hmm.
Go. Let's try tubes.
Tubes.
150 by 2 inch.
220 by 2 inch.
Okay. Takes it by sheer volume. Quantity has a quality of its own, you might say. 7-12, Mopac.
Yes, indeed. Let's go. I don't want all that. Bigger than he is. Let's go with.
Hmm.
Let's go with tender fuel capacity.
Tender fuel capacity.
Tender fuel capacity is 10.
14 tons.
14 tons. Okay. 8 to
I like how
12.
you say like you lose.
And we have the first set of markers on the board. Mopac.
Yee. No, there's no cheesing my way out of this. Let's try flues.
Flues.
Okay, flues. I have 30 by 5.375.
Oh, no way. I have 28 by 5.375.
Wow. Okay.
Oh.
And the quantity is in the hands of East. 13-8.
Builder.
Chops.
Damn. Baldwin.
There you go. It's been in Pennsylvania. 14-8 East.
This might have been a Baldwin at one point. I don't know.
Here's a potential fun one. Axle loading.
Do not have it.
Do you have anything that does?
No.
All right, you're one
Oh
of the
damn,
lineups. You're one of the lineups with no axle loading at all. All right, East, call something else.
cringe. Um, hmm. Swap.
Two.
The Mason.
Okay, 1225. Hot
All right.
chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
All right,
Fact of adhesion.
Factor of adhesion. Yeah, I'm gonna block
with
the N75.
the N75. All right, what's the factor of adhesion to the N75?
Uh, 4.19.
4.19, and yours is East?
4.
4 even.
Oh, it's 4 exactly.
Okay,
Yes.
it's 15 to 8. That's
Oh, that was watch.
1225 versus the 2102.
Robert Lamessina's power computation.
22,075
22,124.
Wow.
by 50.
Okay. I
Same as
was
above.
I was very
Oh,
curious to see these two up against one another. East?
same as above plus superheater percentage.
28,477.
28,539.
Oh my god.
This
17
is.
to 8.
I hate this.
Um, local base ID.
Well, I'm assuming yours is in like the 50s, but mine's 1372.
54.
No.
There it is. It is in the 50s. 18 to 8
Uh,
East.
let me see this thing.
I just
There's a banana. Valkia.
Wally.
Baker.
all right. 19 to
Um,
8.
I need to quickly bump my chant that has specific thingies. All right, year belt
1940.
1941.
Wow. 20 to 8.
Uh,
The 2102 has seemed like a very strong contender in the game so far. It's interesting to see it get beaten a couple of power computations by 1225.
Yeah.
it is very much spoopy. Flues
Clues.
193 at 3.5.
202 at 3.5.
Wow. 21 to 8.
So you're northern, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
but that doesn't necessarily affect the stats in particularly any meaningful way.
And Northern versus a Burke, pretty close in terms of wheel arrangements. And
Yeah,
well, I don't want to spoil anything about the nature of 2102, but Mopac probably knows why they might be a little more similar.
I'm kind of interested to see how it goes. It's not going well for me right now, but
were they like rebuilds of something?
Maybe they were, maybe they weren't.
Hmm. What's on the board? Oh, how much time do I have left?
Not much.
Oh, number in class.
Numbering class
25.
39.
39. What a strange number to have. 22 to 8.
Wheel base ratio.
Wheelbase ratio. Mopac.
That would be 0.43.
Oh no.
Oh
Oh, this is
yeah.
gonna be fun. 0.43.
0.43. Mopac, would you like to switch to a different locomotive to attempt to break the tie?
I Sure.
What it'll be?
I think I'll go back to the C63.
Back to the C63. What is your wheelbase ratio?
That would be 0.66.
Against?
0.43.
The point goes to Mopac. It is 9 to 22. Mopac is calling with the C63, which is this fellow right here, against Pierre Marquette 1225.
All right. Let's go number built.
Number built.
39.
146.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Man, they really did build 146 of these and stick one of them in a building.
No,
Yeah.
they didn't stick it in,
No,
they just stuck it on.
Yeah.
No, they didn't build 146. They built 172
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 10
in
to
total.
it's 10 to 22. Mopac, what's your next stat call?
The driver wheelbase.
Driver wheelbase. 18. Yeah, I'm just making sure I have the right engine. 18.2.
16.83.
11 to 22. Mopac.
Let's go engine wheelbase.
42.
25.5.
Mopac.
Overall wheelbase.
88.23.
56.25.
All right. 1322.
Do-
Mopac.
Weight on drivers.
277. 600.
Yeah, 192.8.
Just
Or
dropped
no,
there.
192,800.
Yeah.
14 to 22.
All right, weight on drivers.
442,500.
219,000.
Wait, didn't we? What did we do
No.
right
That
before
was
weight on drivers? Engine weight?
overall wheelbase.
Oh, wait, didn't
He's been very nice about this. He's going straight down the stat list.
Yeah, I noticed that. Did we not just do weight on I'm so confused.
No, we did weight on drivers. He just called engine weight.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What is engine weight?
442,500.
219,000 pounds.
Okay. I thought we were doing weight on drivers twice in a row, and I got perplexed. Mopac, it's 15 to 22.
All right, let's do tender loaded weight.
360,000.
100. Yeah, did I read that right? Yeah, 124,000
16, 22.
total engine and tender weight.
802,500.
343,000.
All right. 17, 22.
We'll round these off. Minimum weight of rail.
116.
80.
Wow, 116. More markers on the board.
Tubes.
Tubes 73 at 2.25.
220 at 2.
At 2, 19 to 22.
Let's do ET's weight computation.
Geez, weight competition.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right. By hand or in the Royale tools, and let me know what your numbers are.
Mine should be 0.88, but I'm going to double check because paranoia.
Always helps to double check.
0.63.
0.63, okay. That's a reasonable value for a large locomotive such as this.
Yeah, 0.88.
0.88 wins. 22-22 Mopac. And just like that, it's back within 2 points.
Man, I don't want to swap, but
42
I
total.
also don't want to lose a point.
It's a difficult situation to be in. You don't have too many options. Certainly not very many good options.
Not many good options at all. I kind of went through all the stats that I would win by being smaller.
Yep.
I think there's maybe one you could win. Maybe two. But I also don't want to help you. So.
Yeah. I know how that goes. Let's go. Let's do. No, let's not do that. Screw it. Let's do. No, it's already been called. Let's do flue tube length.
Blue tube length.
19.
15.
15. All right, onus goes back to the Pierre Marquette 2322 East.
Um. Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna quickly.
What'll it be?
What'll it be, fella? Um. Let's do Power L1.
Power L1.
That would be for that one. Oh yeah, 9,486.
33,037.
All right, 2420.
High active effort.
Tractive effort.
Yeah, that would be whatchamacallit. There it is. 41,966.
69,346.
Nice. 2520.
Oops, I've clicked on the wrong tab and accidentally opened Chrome. Um,
And your RAM is gone.
yeah.
The fans
Tender
screw up.
water capacity.
Tender water
I'm gonna,
capacity.
I'm gonna block that actually.
With?
Yeah.
The N75,
What is the tender water capacity of the N75?
17,250 gallons.
Against?
The N75 is northern, correct?
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah. I'm used to associating stuff by roads, but everything is Mopac.
Oops,
22,000.
That's a
22,000.
big tender.
It is a massive tender.
Yeah.
Tender fuel capacity,
20 tons.
22 tons.
All right. 2720.
Now is Oh wait, I just want to try this builder.
Builder.
Shops!
Yes, Lima.
All right.
Now this was a Lima.
28
This was
to.
actually
Who built the original engine? Or what are you? What are you
Lima.
rebuilt from?
A Lima Berkshire.
You're rebuilt from a Lima Burke?
Yeah. Well, an OG
Oh,
Berk, not like the superpower Berk, but
yeah, just a normal Lima Burke. Oh, that's interesting.
Isn't it?
yeah.
Okay, because I'm like, this looks a little bit like a Van Swearinger. Not gonna lie. Oh
It
God, I
predates
hate this
those.
thing. It does predate. I can tell that.
It
So I'm
even
gonna.
uses the same boiler too. They just widened it a little bit.
Well, it doesn't predate the Van Swearingers.
I think the original Burke that this was built out of does.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Anyway, you're almost out of time, so call something.
Oh, gonna go with. Oh God, all of these are called. Um, High pressure cylinders.
High pressure.
No, driver diameter.
Okay, driver diameter.
You wanted to call high pressure cylinders.
Oh wait, we
These
already
are
did driver
75-inch
diameter. No
drivers.
wonder
No,
I didn't. No, no,
no,
no.
I just marked
I
it.
didn't hear. I didn't. Oh, you just marked it.
I
All right,
just
what was your
marked
driver
it.
diameter?
75 inches.
Oh, that's larger than I expected. 69.
Nice. But
The boiler of a Berk or the drivers of a Berk? Because it looks like your Berk drivers are from a northern, so I'm gonna assume.
Oh no, the drivers were all new. They used the
Yeah, I
boilers
kind of
and the
figured.
feed water heaters and the number boards and the cabs.
So I just put it on a new frame, basically.
Yeah.
spare
Got it. All
boilers.
right.
Anyway,
And they used the same tenders.
Mopac, you got the N75 against 1225, 21 points to 28.
Let's do
It's also 27 stats off the board.
wow. Let's do firebox area.
Firebox area.
466.
484.
Wow.
Ooh.
22 to 28.
Let's do same as above but sub firebox.
147,279.
156,090.
Okay, so these things are pretty comparable. 28-23, Mopac.
Let's go with these stats make me
The
uncomfortable.
the question is, which of the few remaining power stats of ours am I better in?
You know, I asked the same question.
Find out next episode.
Find out
And on
tomorrow.
that bombshells,
Let's do. Mm, let's do great area.
Great area.
great area 90.3.
Dang it, 88.3.
Damn. Oh,
Oh, well, we
I
found
knew it
one
was going to be
better.
close, but I was really hoping. All right, 29-23 East.
Oh God.
Minefield.
Have fun being uncomfortable.
23-29.
Actually, no, not really. Swap.
Swap 2.
C62.
All right, C62. And
A
that
board
also
reset.
is a board reset. Just give me a second. Now everything lights up yellow so that I can't possibly miss it. Yeah, so there we go. You're now calling with the C62 against the N75. What is your next call?
Year
You're built.
Year 1940.
1949.
49, 30-23.
Minimum weight of rail.
116 pounds.
Oh wow, we would have tied there.
Yeah.
79.
79, 31-23.
Driver wheelbase.
19.5.
12.47. Engine wheelbase.
Engine wheelbase. 45.17.
34.51. Overall wheelbase.
89.81.
62.34.
I mean, you didn't want to try to chance wheelbase ratio.
No, thank you. Weight on drivers.
279,300.
142,500.
35,
Engine
23.
weight.
445,950.
195,440.
It's funny how this happened in the opposite direction like 5 minutes ago.
Tender loaded weight.
Let me open up a new tab for that, actually, because I forgot to open it.
I mean, if you want, I can just call a stat you do have while you.
I mean, I have it. It's right
Okay.
here. Yeah, tender loaded weight, you said.
Yeah.
That is 306,580 pounds.
121,651.
At 37-23, we have more markers on the board.
KO.
KO, okay.
No. My baby.
Well, if we're going to KO,
KO.
let's see. Eastwood is something you have that the N75 does not.
Fan spark arrestor mechanism.
Yeah, Mopac.
What do I have here? Let me look at the C63 real quick. Or not C63, the C62. I have an actual pilot.
Yep.
Okay.
East.
Smoke deflectors.
Mopac.
I have a folding coupler.
Okay.
That's fair. East.
I have a smoke box dart.
Mopac.
I have a doghouse.
East.
Nice. I love doghouses. Variable smoke box drafting mechanism.
Yep. Mopac.
I have a radial buffer between my locomotive and my tender.
That's
I
What
finally
is
figured out what these things are,
that?
actually. Because they're,
What's a radial bumper?
it's kind of like in springs in between the locomotive and the tender. Or I can pull up an article of it. The PR S2s had them too. I should have had a picture of this saved.
Interesting. I
But
wonder
it's
if.
like it's supposed to like keep the stress off the knuckle.
Huh. That's cool.
By
I
by knuckle,
wonder if
do you mean drawbar?
Or yeah, drawbar.
I wonder if that's part of the reason why the front pilot of the tender extends underneath the cab of the engine.
Yeah, here, hold on. I'll drop a link to this in the chat,
And
and
of
you
course,
can have a gander at it.
the only reason I'm asking is because I want to know if I can have to call a same here. Oh no, I don't. I don't think I have that. No, you definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. And if I do, Tyler's gonna yell at me later. Um, I did variable smoke part. Second headlight.
Yep. Mopac?
I was able to find out these things do have reverse headlights, or headlights on the back of the tender.
Okay.
So do I.
Yep.
Ah,
Mopac?
well, I have, whatchamacallit, I have roller bearings.
So do I.
Alright. Mopac?
I have a headlight visor.
East?
Let me quickly look at my photo. I don't think I do. No. Um, Let me quickly go. So many people are DMing me. The chat with my cell phone just already dropped like 5 spots. Please stop messaging me. Ice guards.
Ice guards.
Yep.
Yep.
Mopac?
Wow. It's weird. Flying number boards.
Okay. Token catching device.
Mopac?
Box pox.
So do I.
Ah, dang.
Mopac?
I have a bell.
Okay.
Yep. East?
Embossed number plates.
Same? Can I call same on that?
I
Uh,
have more than you.
yeah, East has more.
Dang it.
You've got the one. East has 3.
4
Where's the fourth one?
on the tender.
Oh, well, of course.
Oh. Alright, I have a stack cap.
That's the same thing as this. Well, oh, stack cap. Never mind. Yeah. Uh, Operated in preservation.
Marker lights.
So do I.
Really trying here.
Mopac?
Can I say I have more sand?
Yeah.
I would reckon.
Okay.
Probably. I have a name.
I also have a nickname. Oh, wait, no. Is the nickname and name different
Nickname and
points?
name are different, but you can call nickname if you want.
Okay, yeah.
Well, yes, I guess I technically have both. But I'm gonna go with the Swallow Angel plate then specifically.
Okay. You have an adornment. Mopac?
I'm gonna call name train service so I can think more.
Alright.
I also have train service.
Sure do. Mopac?
Thermic siphons?
I don't think I have those.
I'm sure Tyler would have
Special-
told you if you did.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure. ATS mechanism.
Mopac?
These things didn't have feed water heaters, did they?
They do.
They did. That's unfortunate. Let's go with then. Let's go with power reverse.
Have that.
You don't have screw reverse.
I do have that as well.
Why do you have both?
For ultimate power, as Tyler put it.
Alright. Mopac?
Also,
Lighted
why
number
do you have
boards.
both?
Number boards.
Uh,
East?
What was the point?
It was lighted number boards.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely don't have that. Late retirement date, 1971.
Yep. Mopac?
mm. More air capacity.
Yeah, I would reckon. East?
Probably.
I have it.
Mud tank.
Mud tank. Yep. Mopac?
What do you need a tank for mud?
No, it does. It does something specific that I don't remember off the top of my head.
It's filtering the water. Some such thing.
Something like
It's
that.
the same thing as the sludge remover.
Ow. Let me look at this thing. Smoke box door hinges?
I feel like a dart beats that, but I
No,
don't know.
I
You'll
mean
have to.
no. It's a horse of a different
Oh,
color.
it's.
I was about to
Oh,
say, is
okay,
it?
my bad. I thought it was the like things that to unscrew the.
No, not the dogs. It's the things that let you open the entire face of the smoke box.
Ah, that's
Uh,
cool. I need to quickly look at the photo. Oh,
they're
it's hard to tell from that
they're neat.
angle.
I love them. East.
What was the last thing I called? Mud tank? Variable blast pipe.
I have a big blast pipe. My blast pipe's bigger, therefore it's nullified.
Yeah. Okay. Mopac.
Hmm.
Sure. Don't thing. Want this thing to get dead. It's gonna get dead, but can I go for safety? Safety points?
Um, I don't think you get a safety point.
Hmm. Did
Well,
I get embossed builder plate maybe?
um, I suppose so, but I assume East has one too.
Probably.
Actually, I don't think I do. I
Really?
need to look at a photo.
Okay. Well, you do that. I'm also gonna look at a photo. A
I'll
different
give.
Oh,
photo.
wait, maybe I do. Hold up. I need to look at. I think that plate under the cab is the embossed builder's
I
plate.
was gonna say that's what I assumed that was. Although there is another plate on the side of the boiler up towards the front that I can see. It almost looks like a keystone.
Oh, yeah, I think that's the plate, the keystone thing.
All right. So are you taking
Truly
the
the
same?
standards of the world. Yeah, I'm gonna take a same.
Okay.
Because it's either the plate that's under the number board or it's the keystone. It's more than likely the keystone. Unfortunately, I cannot read Japanese, so I can't translate what it says. But it's more than likely the keystone.
It says Mopac wins.
I somehow doubt
Let's
that.
go. I killed Goliath.
No, Mopac.
um, crap. I was just thinking about this. Oh yeah, cast steel frame.
Okay. Yeah, cast
All right,
frame. East.
coal sprayer.
Mopac.
Oh, did he call same?
No, he said
No,
coal sprayer.
Oh, okay. Well, I have a stoker too.
Oh, that's not a
that's not
stoker. It,
the
it
same
sprays
thing.
stuff on the coal to keep the dust down. East.
Dang it.
I assume he called Stoker.
Yeah, he called stoker.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
okay.
right. Water sander.
Yep.
Water sander.
Mopac.
That one I remember what it is.
Okay, so can I get a point for the cylinders being cast with the frame? Integral
No.
cylinders?
Tyler ruled that there's not necessarily an advantage to that because it can just make for difficult replacing.
Ow. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Do you have anything else?
I don't know. Did the C63s have whistles?
Yes.
Oh, well, okay. I'm just checking.
You'd hope,
Yeah, I'd hope so.
but I mean, it doesn't have a bell, so never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, I don't know what else you can win, Mopac.
I don't know. I have, there's a smokestack behind my tender. Can I get a style point?
No,
Sir Topham hat is on my tender.
to be honest, Mopac, in your position, I would have yeeted the 6,000.
Oh, did that rule get changed?
Well, no, you use the 6,000, so you could have sacked it.
Oh, I could have. I so could have.
But the N75 is dead, and to be frank, I think that severely dampens your chances of winning this gambit or winning this competition. But remains to be seen, I suppose. You never know. People have blundered away 30-plus point leads before. Um, East, you won that one. You also instigated it, Mopac. You get to pick what locomotive you're going to start with now. You're going to be calling.
Well, give me the A79, I guess.
All right, A79. I love this little guy. East,
That's
what are you going to be responding to the A79 with?
5507, right?
Yeah, that's the Atlantic.
It's such a cute little thing.
It is. It's cool.
And give me 1225.
1225. Okay. The board is not clear. That's not 1225. That's 1225. The board is
The
not
board
clear.
is.
But Mopac is calling against 1225 with the 5507. What is your first stat call?
Let's go with total locomotive weight.
Total engine and tender weight for. Let me switch back to Mason quickly. Total engine and tender weight 802,500.
322,600.
All right,
Small, small,
2437.
small, teeny, weeny, weeny.
Small, small, small. Yes. Hmm. I really thought that'd reset the board.
No, there's only 5 markers used. You need to hit 6. This actually now says reset next when the next used marker will force a reset. That's another
Yeah.
update to the sheet.
Also, all of the behind the called all goes yellow now as well.
Yep.
So it is almost impossible to miss.
Yeah, it depends on my order of operations. I need to make sure that I clear column K before I set the number of markers used. Otherwise, I can still manage to miss it if my muscle memory betrays me. But it's a lot harder now. Mopac?
Let's go driver diameter.
Driver diameter.
69.
79.
79. 2537.
Now let's try. Let's try number in class.
Number in class.
If I'm not mistaken, 39.
That's mad funny. 40.
Nah.
2637.
Number built.
39.
39 plus 1.
Alright. No more math. 2737. Mopac.
Let's do the funny. Let's do tender fuel capacity.
Better fuel capacity.
Tender fuel capacity. Let's see. Ellis, which one of these is the oil burner?
You tell me.
Hmm.
I assume none of them?
Am I looking at the right engine? The Atlantic, right?
Oh. Yeah, no, yeah, you're up against it. Well, I thought you were asking me for your engines, but yes, the
Yeah, well, it burns
A79 is
oil.
an oil burner. Do you not have any
Yeah,
oil burning
called-
engines?
I do not have any oil
You do
burning
not.
engines.
Okay, so you can't call that. You got to call something else, Mopac.
Can't do shenaniganry.
Nope, not this time.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I think I am instead just going to swap
2.
to the C63.
Okay, to the C63 against 1225, and we have a board clear. So that's 12 points that were scored. Clear that, mark that, and we're back in action. C63 versus 1225. What's your first stat call, Mopac?
I'm going to try number in class.
Number in class.
39.
146.
There it
Okay.
is.
All right, number built.
39.
146.
Okay, 2937.
Goes all the way down here. Driver or rigid wheelbase?
Driver wheelbase 18.2.
16.83. Engine wheelbase.
Hold up. Alright, you're calling engine wheelbase 1 second. Ellis, why does it say I only have 4 stats called? And Mopec has 68.
That's not the number of stats that you have called. That's the number of stats that are called.
Oh. Okay, it
No,
still
I'm just
confuses
built
me, but
different.
whatever. Engine wheelbase 42.
25 and a half. Yeah.
Just to make sure, this is the 280, right? The 124.
Yeah, this is the
Perfect.
consolidation.
The building boy.
Building boy.
The face of Bo.
The face of Dupo, Illinois.
What's your next
And,
stat call, Mopac?
Wheelbase ratio.
0.43.
.66.
All right, 3237.
2 overall wheelbase.
Overall wheelbase 88.23.
56.25.
All right, 3337.
Let's go weight on drivers.
Weight on drivers.
Weight on drivers 277,600.
192,800.
All right,
Uh, what is it? Oh yeah, engine weight.
442,500.
Oh, that's the wrong one. 219,000.
3537.
Do tender loaded weight.
Tender loaded weight 360,000.
124,000.
All right, 3637.
Total engine and tender weight.
802,500.
Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. 343,000.
It's 3737. You've tied it up, Mopac. What's your next call?
Done it. Minimum weight of rail.
116.
80.
80. 3837.
Let's go with tubes.
Tubes.
73 by 2.25.
Oh yeah, 222 at 2.
All right, 3937.
I run out of small stats.
Possibly. Still 4 more until a reset.
Markers, you mean?
Yeah, sorry, for markers.
Until marker.
I was confused for a second there.
Ooh.
Mobby. It's 11 o'clock.
You're all good.
Let's valve gear.
Valve gear.
Baker.
Baker.
East, would you like to swap locomotives to attempt to break the tie?
No.
Mopac, you must swap locomotives to break the tie. What'll it be?
Get 6,000 out here.
It's 6,000 out here. What is
Someone's
the
got to take
valve gear on 6,000?
wall sharts.
Wall shirts. All right, so the point goes to 1225. 3839 East. You're now calling.
Alright, let's go straight to the fun stats. Robert A. Messina.
Robert Lamasana, you say. 12,673.
22,124. Same as above, superheater percentage.
15,461.
28,537. Same as above, but substitute.
63,050.
147,000. Wait, what? What'd you
You
say?
said same as above with sub firebox, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, 63,050.
60. I heard 163,000. I almost lost my shit.
I wish.
I 147,279.
Yep,
What in the
4139.
Reading
More
ass?
markers.
Firebox area.
Oh yeah, firebox area. Hold on. That would be a whole 272 square feet.
466.
Well, 4239.
Great. Great area. Great area.
66.7.
90.3. Evaporative heating surface.
3,624.
4777. Superheating surface.
Superheating surface. That would be 1,019.
1932. Combined heating surface.
4,643.
6,709.
Man, if only I had a similar locomotive.
It's 4639.
True active effort.
47,040.
69,358. Power L1.
16,928.
32,037. Loco base ID.
152.
54. You started with the 6,000 if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
which means you are shop built. However,
Nope. What?
I said however, tender water capacity,
Underwater capacity. That would be 12,000 gallons.
22,000 gallons. Tender fuel capacity,
16 tons.
22 tons.
5139.
Do high pressure cylinders.
Yeah, this is the funny one. I have 28 and a half, but there's another one underneath the frame.
Oh, you have three?
I have 3, yeah.
Oh,
All right, let's do some
Yeah.
math.
okay.
Diameter, stroke, and number of cylinders.
I'm actually really curious
Wrong
about
thing.
this.
This.
For whatever reason, I thought you were
This.
compounded, not 3 low
This.
pressure or 3 high pressure
Nope,
cylinders.
it's just 3 high pressure.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. All right.
26 by
it makes
34. And I have those.
it makes certain stats very not good.
36085. I still don't think this is going to
Yeah.
do it. Yeah, 33 for the 3-cylinder locomotive. So the point still goes to
Cool.
1225. That would be a
Really
great
close,
trap
though.
to spring, but it just wasn't good enough against the large cylinders on this thing.
34-inch piston stroke. Is that really necessary?
I don't know. Ask the PMO cat.
It's hefty. East, 5239.
Let me get back to the Loco Dome page. Factor of adhesion.
4.06.
4.
All right. That's still a pretty good number. 5339.
Blue tube.
Flue tube length would be. Oh yeah, I'm looking at the right one. 21.
Oh.
Really?
19.
Okay.
Where did they put all the tubes?
The point goes to Mopac. 42.
Apparently, like, inside of the engineer.
this copper wiring under your skin.
Yeah.
42
Dig it out.
53. Mopac, you're calling with 6,000 against 1225.
Let's go builder.
Builder.
Lima.
Alco.
Alco. 4153.
My beloved.
Something-
Which Alco? That depends if I like you or not.
Brooks.
Oh, cringe. Alright.
Now
What's
what?
your next step?
Now what?
Now what?
Well, I got driver diameter, I guess.
Yeah.
You gonna call that?
I'm not sure what much else he can call.
All right. East.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, is he gonna call
Well,
it?
okay, yeah.
Well, yeah, I've called it. Yeah,
You called it? Alright, 69.
73.
That's a lot smaller than I expected.
It's
Yeah.
not that absurd of a locomotive. 4253.
Now there's a few I could call. I either can't win or I can't
Gambles.
do tie shenanigans.
I don't know. I don't have many thoughts because we haven't seen much of this locomotive.
We
Um,
haven't. It's
can
kind
I-
of like a bad omen because every time I
can
bring
I,
it out,
like-
something bad happens.
Very, 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 very quickly go use the restroom while I give Mopac some time to think.
Yeah, sure. I'll tip over the timer so you can take a leak. Run and do that, and Mopac, you're in a tight spot.
I am definitely not in a great position to be in right now.
No, so when you guys rematch in the finale, hopefully you'll be able to hang on to 2102 for longer.
Yeah, I really, I forgot that you could sacrifice. I forgot I'd used 6,000 even.
Mm. Yeah, see, that's
I
why I'm
forgot it
changing the rule. It's one extra thing to keep track of. It's way less useful or funny, but it,
I wasn't looking. How long did our style point off even go?
I wasn't
Or
paying
not.
attention to the well. You almost made it to the bottom of the 25, so
Oh, okay.
you guys were running kind of close to the potential double knockout with the new rules, but there were a couple of sames in there that wouldn't have contributed.
And I'm back.
All right, Mopac, do you know what you're gonna call?
Hold on.
If not, I'm just tipping the timer back to where it was, so you still have like
You know, let's
15, 20
just-
seconds.
Let's just go with ET's weight computation.
Okay, ET's weight computation.
Let's just
ET's weight computation. Is this one of the like two things I already have written down? No.
I've already done.
All right, break out your calculators.
Yes.
Oh
I'm
man, I
grabbing
forgot to say that
calculator.
Mopac had 39 plus 1 points when he got 40. I
Ah.
was saving that joke, and then in the turmoil, it went right over my head.
63. Point
Point
63.
63. Mopac.
Well, I was close. 0.61.
Point 61. Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
expect you to win that
wow.
one, but it was a good shout. 54-20, or sorry, 54-42 East.
Yeah.
Year.
I believe this would be, 1925.
1941. And because you are three-cylindered, evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume. I think this is the first time I've called this stat all competition.
It's bad, but it's not as bad as you would think. 187.48.
Well, it's still bad enough. 228.67.
Yeah, that is way better than I would have expected for a 3 high pressure cylinder engine.
Yeah.
Hmm. Power and no, thank you. Actually, let's do boiler pressure.
Boiler pressure.
190 pounds.
245.
All right,
Booze.
that's sad. That's sad.
That-
That's
Well,
disappointing.
They had to
Well,
keep the weight
it's
down somewhere, and they did it in the dumbest way possible.
Agreed. What was your call, East?
uh lose
Lose.
40 at 5.375.
202 at 3.5.
3.5.
Lastly, the last stat I think that we can call because neither of us. Oh, I can't call the other two remaining stats. Power MT.
Power empty.
That would be 5. Would that be 586.17?
1049.48.
Right, and that's 59 points against 42. And as East alluded to, he cannot call anything else. He doesn't have low pressure cylinders or a booster, and axle loading is uncallable here. So with 37 stats called, that's going to instigate an automatic reset. We'll clear this and mark that as 6. And we also got more markers a second ago. And East, you are still calling now with a clear board, 1225 versus 6,000.
Power MT.
Power MT. That would be, the same as it was, which would be 586.17.
1049.48.
All right,
Lose.
6042.
Blues, you say. That would be. Wait, what did I say? Yeah, 40.5. 40 by 5.375.
202 point by 3.5.
Just replaying
What
the
are
classics.
you? Valve gear.
Wall shirts.
Baker. Year.
Year, that would be 1925.
1941.
6342.
Boiler pressure.
Boiler pressure. Yeah, 190.
245. High pressure cylinders. Alice, do you want us to like go back
You don't
into
need to do
the
it.
sheet?
It's like 33,000 versus 36,000
Yeah, it's
cubic
like-
inches.
Yeah, it's like 3,000 off, and that's kind of sad.
Yep.
Yeah.
6542.
Tractive effort.
Tractive effort, 47,090, I think. I'm not looking at it right now, but yeah, 47,040.
69,368. Factive adhesion.
4.06.
4. Firebox area.
Firebox area, you say. That's 272.
644. Grid area.
Great area. 66.7.
90.3. Evaporative heating surface.
I can't do anything. 3,624.
4,777.
East came in here
Super
and
heating
delivered a
surface.
precision strike and just crippled Mopac's lineup.
Yeah. Who
Uh,
knew the whole key to my lineup was just the N75?
what was that call, East?
Did we already do evaporating surface?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
just did.
superheating surface.
Superheating surface. 1019.
1932, combined heating surface.
4643.
6,709. Tender water capacity.
I believe, yeah, 12,000 gallons.
22,000 gallons. Tender fuel capacity.
That would be 16 tons.
22 tons. Same as above. No, yeah, Robert Lemessinas.
Robert Lamasana. 12,673.
22,124. Same as above, plus superheater percentage.
15,461.
28,539. Same as above, substitute firebox.
That would be 63,050.
147,279. Power L1.
Or L1. That would be. What would it be? Oh, yeah, there it is. 16,928.
32,037.
More markers are on the board. 78 to 42.
Local base ID.
152.
54. Us.
What?
I would like to swap
2?
NG15.
Okay. The NG15, NG17. What is your next move?
Okay. Driver wheelbase.
Hmm. This is going to be funny. I think I'm going, just for fun, I'm going to block the 635.
Alright, block 2. Oh, 635? Okay. Uh,
Yeah.
Alright, 1 second here. Let me clear that and punch in 20 there. Punch in 8 markers used. And that was driver wheelbase. So, what is the driver wheelbase of the Slim 635?
Driver wheelbase of Slim Shady, you say? Well, let me scroll down to it. I actually wasn't on it. Be 11 point, well, if I could ever speak, 11 and a half.
9.58.
Last game I recorded, we had a 5 set of drivers locomotive do driver wheelbase against a 4 set of drivers locomotive, and I was curious how that would turn out because despite the wheels on the 5 set of drivers locomotive being smaller, there were more of them. And this is pushing that to the extreme to the point where the 4 set of drivers locomotive has beaten out the 3 set of drivers locomotives. Anyway, that's what 2 foot will do for you. East,
Dang, I would have beat it with the A79.
you would have. I'm
Um,
surprised you didn't do that.
I didn't think about that.
let's do minimum weight of rail.
Minimum weight of rail.
50 pounds.
25 pounds.
All right,
I'm gonna quickly. So I have about a minute.
you do.
NG15. So for some reason, the local base splits the NG15s to 2 different railroads,
Yeah,
despite all being ordered by the same railroad.
it's a little complicated.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm just checking for that. Okay. Do
Oh, shoot.
weight on drivers.
Weight on drivers.
Weight on drivers. That would be. Weight on drivers. Wait, yeah. That's this row right here. 90,000 pounds.
90,000 pounds. All right. 59220. 59,220.
8242 east.
All right. Engine weight.
115,000 pounds.
115,000 pounds. 81,536.
All right, east.
looking at your photo of this thing, and I'm going to go with total engine and tender.
Total locomotive weight.
193,000 pounds.
151,000 pounds.
All right, 8442.
Tender loaded weight.
Tender loaded weight. 78,000 pounds.
69,840 pounds.
8542.
I'm gonna swap
2.
1225.
Okay, swap back to 1225. Now
All
what?
right, Robert Lamacina's
Okay.
Robert Lamacina. Why, that would be 3,555.
22,124.
All right, 8642 east.
Same as above plus superheater percentage.
Yeah, the same thing.
Oh, you don't have a superheater?
Unfortunately.
28,539.
8742.
Same as above but sub firebox.
21,750.
147,279. Power L1.
5,109.
32,037. Combined heating surface.
Mind heating surface. 1,915.
67,009.
9042.
Evaporative heating surface.
1915.
4777. Great area.
23.7.
90.3. Firebox area.
That would be. Oh, yeah, 145.
466. Flue tube length.
Two blank. 13 and a quarter.
466. Tractive effort.
Wait, what?
What?
That
Oh,
was
19. My bad. 19.
I know we're just I know we're on autopilot here, but that that just
Brain's going
something
faster than
Yeah.
anyway
466 feet.
4294 east.
Tractive effort.
Tractive effort. Yeah, 118,000 pounds. No, 18,109 pounds.
69,368. High pressure cylinders.
It's Pair Marquette, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
can't do that. 19 by 24.
26 by 34. Boiler pressure.
150.
245. Loco base idea.
What would that be? Oh, yeah, 10,040.
Oh,
54.
we got more markers, but I don't think that matters. 9842 east.
Year built.
Wait, hold on. I got 1889.
1941.
1889. No, 99 to 42 east.
Factor of adhesion.
You know, I'm gonna block
With
6,000.
all right, 6,000. Give me a 1 second to update the board here.
This is a
Clear
fighting
this.
ship.
This is you landing on your feet,
This is
going out in style. Some would say. What is your factor of adhesion on
4.06.
this guy?
4.
And that's 100 points in a beatdown. 142. It felt a lot worse than it was. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
And these are the kind of matches that I was looking at and saying, okay, well, we got to change the way this game works because snowballing is sometimes very dangerous. Not that snowballing is going to be necessarily harder if left uncontested with the new rules, because unlike current game, if you win a knockout sequence, you do get to keep calling. But that sacrifice is a way for you to get that control if you don't think you're going to win.
Yeah, I
If
made several blunders.
well, I think at the end of the day, you there's something about
I don't know.
1225. Like 1225 is a concerningly good engine. I want to see this thing up against something that'll actually give it a run for its money, like say the Selkirk. Uh, but at the
I don't
very
know. I
least,
feel like
go
if
ahead.
I could have kept the N75, I could have kept it at least a little closer. I don't know if I would have won, but I definitely would have kept it closer than 50 points.
Yeah, you would
My
have had fewer points that East could call uncontested.
Yeah.
my number one goal getting into this was knock out the N75 as quick as possible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the strat.
Because
So no.
usually everyone has their one big engine, and once that falls,
Mm-hmm.
it's snowballing time.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah,
and
there was
if
a couple things I could have done to prolong the game, but yeah.
yeah, I think unfortunately Mopac. I don't know if any of your locomotives would have enough to actually win a knockout sequence against most of East's. I feel like if you had managed to hang on to, or if you had something that was very style point heavy, you could have snuck into the lead for just a little while and knocked something of East's out. But
I wonder
that's
how the game would have changed if you had blocked,
Yeah.
where
instead of going to the KO with the N75.
just like
Sacrifice.
sacrifice
Yeah, the
6,000.
sacrifice.
Yeah, it would have
Yeah,
been
I
a
would
very
have
Yeah.
different game. And I mean,
would have.
Mopac, you do have a large slate of potential opponents. Stuff ranging from people that you've dueled with already, that being Fort and AJ, which are still in the running in the losers bracket, to people that I think are well that have been well. Bender is who I'm thinking of. That's was the closest match that East played, uh, at least in terms of points. Although it was a win by knockout. So
Yeah.
knowing's someone needs to stop this man. Is what I'm getting at. But someone will
Hard.
have at least one, if not two, other shots at this. Well, at least one. Uh, or sorry. Well, if somebody has to knock East out, they've got to beat him twice now. East is in the
Yeah.
final, and if East wins, it's over, and if East loses, it's a rematch.
So even if someone I have never faced before, like let's say Fort makes it to the final, even if I lose, we still have a rematch?
Yeah,
Or only if Bender Kaiser, okay.
because
Can you,
it's a double elimination, so you can't be knocked out until you've lost twice.
so even and let's say Fort makes it, I would have to beat Fort twice, correct?
No, because Fort's already lost once.
Oh, because I see, I got it now. It clicked in my head. I got
Yeah.
it.
No, you haven't lost. I mean, I think the thing with your lineup is just that 1225 is a very good locomotive in terms of its stats for the power it puts down. And there is not a lot in this competition that can stand up 1-to-1 against this locomotive. I think that 2102, if played right, could manage it. I think that Bender's big locomotive, the Milwaukee Road Northern, could stand up. Obviously, Ford and AJ could if they got in the right position. They have a pair of Selkirks between them. Um,
Yeah. When choosing the lineup, like as much as I hate Van Swangers with all of my soul, I was just looking at Northerns, like just all you generic Northerns, 44, 49, 844, 611, stuff like that, and I'm like, how are all of these engines worse than 1225 in a lot of categories?
yeah,
Because like those engines usually have 80-inch drivers or larger drivers, so it wins in some wheelbase stats. But then it's also surprisingly massive for Berkshire.
yeah.
So it contends well with the power stats and firebox stats.
There's a reason they have the legacy that they do, the Van Sweringers in general. Uh,
I
they
mean,
are good engines.
looking at it right now, the N73s, which are the other class of engines Mopac had, probably would have stood a better chance.
Yeah.
Well,
And
Just looking at them.
and the thing is the 1225 also has a lot of those stats that aren't necessarily build or design choice. It has a decent amount built. It was built kind of late. Lima's not outstanding, but it's gonna beat anything foreign. And the factor of adhesion at 4 is like the biggest thing going for it.
yeah, and it just has things that are those automatic wins. Let me just. I'm curious about this. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here. East, you had 192,000 total tractive effort, and Mopac, you had you were actually the first respondent, or maybe the second, because yeah, Kaiserin dropped in first. Uh, Mopac, you had 198, so you were very close to the cap, and East had some more room to maneuver, and I think that might be because of the perk and because of the other locomotive choices here. The thing is, if someone were to get ahead of East in the points and take out this Burke, I feel like compared to most of the other competition, East you don't have a secondary like mid-range power engine. You've got the C62, which isn't bad, but it's Cape gauge. You've got the 280, which isn't bad, but it's a 280, and you have the 466, which you could say it punches above its weight in some respect, but it's still a 466. It's basically just a 480 tank engine, or sorry, a 460 tank engine. Um, the stats aren't terrible, but it's not a you put that up against any big road engine, and it's not going to have a fun time. But
I
you've
think
managed to hang on to 1225 through all of your games.
and I think because I
1225 also got like a good amount of style points
yeah, the
too,
thing
doesn't
is
it?
1225 also has a lot of style points. It's not easily taken down.
No, no, it's not. But it's not necessarily the style point god that some of your other some of your other lineup items are.
Yeah, but it's still no shy,
It's no
thing
slouch.
itself. Yeah,
No, but like and with the rules of the future, as I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but with the rules in the future, there will be a sort of incentive to go after this, even if you don't have the end all be all of locomotives. Just if you have one locomotive with a lot of style points, uh, to try and seek a double knockout, which of course will bring the threshold way down, but that's that's a horse of a different color. It's sort of a question of will there be enough, if you were to seek that in a stage of a game where you can get that lead and get that position, will there be enough time uh, for you to keep that lead secure with the end of the game? Although a double knockout
and
could be a mate in one.
so this lineup has had a couple of evolutions. In the original lineup, instead of having the 466, what I had was 47 at Steamtown,
Mm,
and then I had the BR52 instead of the USATC engine, the
gross.
S160. I know it was gross. I think that lineup is even more dirty than this one, considering the 52 is both a bunch of style points and pretty decent stats for what it's worth.
In fairness, the 52 has been nerfed by the change to style points, but in the same
Yes,
way that the CNJ 113 has, or sorry, not CNJ, the Reading
Reading.
113.
Yes, but there's such a wide selection of 52s
Yeah,
that I was thinking about taking some of the ones in Bosnia, which of course, still operate and everything like that, which could have been big style points, or I could have taken some that operate in preservation.
yeah.
There's,
There's
but we ended up
BR52s in
going with
Boston.
what? Yeah, yeah, there's I think two or three that are still in active use that have never been retired in Bosnia.
Oh, active use. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
this is
they
this
they
is
uh
a this is the flag to everyone. You know, we still have most of the losers bracket to get through, which I think are going to be the more interesting matches. Uh, Milky and Brian, I'm really excited about, and then some of the other
I'm really
ones
excited about that one too.
that are coming down the pipe are going to be, probably very interesting. But I think this is a note to everyone that this is this lineup, and yeah, the game will be changing, but this is the thing to beat right now. He's meta deck. Anyway, I'd like to see this thing against. I would love to see this roster against Mew's roster. It's a shame that he's out of the competition. So
Yeah, I was about to say.
I know exactly why. I want to see that as well. We need to have that as an exhibition match.
yep. With the new rules, there are two exhibition matches that I want to do, and that's you and Mew, and of course Mopac. I think you and Bender would make an interesting pair. Which
If
there's
we
still
don't face each other already.
yeah, there's still time for that to happen. There's a non-zero chance you will face Bender before you potentially get to come back and face off against East. But either way, it'll be a while before you guys are involved in another match. I appreciate you playing the game, putting your lineups together, all this thing. I'm sorry this was a short one and a slaughter for those looking for a slugging match, but get a close game yesterday, I guess. So
I thought it was gonna be a sluggy match when Mopac took the lead, but then I realized like I could swap. Like there was only like 5 or 6 weight stats left, and I could swap to 1225.
yeah,
And there were no power stats called, and I think that's just when I ran away with it. But
yeah.
you played well, Mopac. It was a great game. I look forward to seeing you again. Hopefully, maybe.
Maybe.
Possibly.
I
I don't
don't know.
know.
I do kind of want to face Bender again because Bender and I did have the close match.
Yeah,
But I do wish you luck in the losers bracket.
yeah. You also won by knockout in that match. It's the only match.
Yeah.
It's one of only two matches actually where the winner has been the person with fewer points.
I mean, nothing against Bender's roster, but there's not much in terms of style there aside from the S2. And the S2 absolutely carries that roster in style points.
The S2
But I
is
think
a
it
great
was like
locomotive.
I mean,
it was something like
kinda what
2 style
75
points short of the C6. And this is oh, sorry to interrupt you, Mopac.
oh no, I was just adding in a comment.
What was that?
Yeah, I found it.
The N75 kind of does that for me too. So
Yeah.
Yeah. But since then, I found about 3 more style points for the C62. One of which was kind of obvious that I'm kind of actually, sad I missed.
All right.
But then the other two are like, things you just kind of don't expect.
Well, I will see you folks in the future, and of course, this one's coming out on Wednesday, the 22nd, the day before Thanksgiving, and then the next matches will come out 28th, 29th, which I assume, just guessing, hopefully one of them is going to be Milky, because that's going to be recorded over the weekend, I think, and then after that, I need to buckle down and get some folks in to get those matches out of the way. It's very linear for me from here. Before I could have
Happy
things going on
Thanksgiving,
all over
everyone.
the place.
Yes,
We
happy
titled
Thanksgiving,
this
everyone.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.